Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to some Valhiem. It's been a minute. It's also been a minute since I've made some new content. The last video that was uploaded was actually supposed to be episode 4. The bridge was supposed to be 5. Not too many things out of order so far. That will be fixed, that will be finished, and we're going to keep moseying onward. In episode 4, we managed to beat the boss, acquire some copper and tin. I'm going to be working on getting us smelters and other materials for that at the ready. And we're just going to be playing around with some of the new, well, not any of the new stuff. All the new stuff is very far away. But we will be doing some dungeons. Sorry. Had an issue with thinking about that. So while we're working on dungeons, we're going to just do normal things, talk about what's going on with the channel, what's kind of expected to occur as time goes on, and what I'd like to do, what I'd like to try and change, as well as set up a scheduled video upload time. Ideally, I would like to try and upload 2 videos a day. Obviously, there are issues that can occur with that. There's a lot of trees down over here. Obviously, a lot of things can go wrong in that kind of setup. Most videos, I don't want to have 2 of the same video going out on the same day. And I am thinking about adding another channel to my list of recordings. That channel will mostly be for live streams. I do want to start doing live streams and broadcasting for many different reasons. One, as a newer person, I think it's a little bit easier to get a following going with that, especially considering I don't do any editing towards my videos. It would be more natural to do it like that until I start doing more editing. I do plan to do editing relatively soon in the future, hopefully within the year. Is there another troll? I heard a troll, I don't see it. Other than that, there shouldn't be too much more in what I think I want to try and do. I do want to start doing some live streams. This would be a good game to do live streams on as far as farming for resources and saving more functional clips for when we actually when it's both me and Marsh. I don't know if Atlas is going to be jumping back onto this. He was having a lot of difficulties trying to get it to work. I haven't seen any updates that could have changed that. Oh, this is the problem. Is there an archer over there? I have no idea where all those guys came from. So in today's mission, I'd like to get the forge set up and get some more circling cores, because we do need some more. It's a bit cramped in here. You know, for a game played in third person, this small area does seem quite not helpful. I should have a torch. I don't. I apologize for that. Although I do believe it is fairly decent to see in here at the moment. Again, for those who haven't seen earlier videos, the entirety of the resource collection is in a double. So every time I pick up something, I do get 2. Although apparently rubies are not affected by that, so that's good. Money is not easier to make. I do know clubs are technically better, but I have too much skill points in axe. There is a ghost in here, I can hear it. Did you both get stuck? There we go. Got a bit close in that. Not a lot of circling cores in here. And there's a little bit, but I needed what? I need 10 in total. I have 4 at the house, and I've managed to find 4. Is that this whole dungeon? Did I miss a spot? No, that's... Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Wow, that was... No large treasure room? Alright. Back into the light. We don't want to go into the mountain too much. But... oh, more copper? Alright. But yeah, that's what I would like to kind of do in the future, is start some live streaming. I want to get you guys' opinion on that. I don't want to do too much with it. Like, do some Helldivers on the occasion, do some GTFO, because that's easier to do live streaming on than try to get good content out of as far as videos. I thought that was a centaur for a second. What else is there to discuss? The... other games that I want to try and put into a rotating schedule, as far as recording purposes go, I want to get Helldivers on a run for just like simple fun stuff, mostly because I think it would be a good game to have interaction. There's a lot of good pausing in between various episodes, or not episodes, but in between missions and stuff. Another good game would obviously be Valheim. Maybe do kind of like a Minecraft live thing, but that will come obviously to how you guys feel. I'd rather have an audience with a good voice than mostly what I would just like to do on my own. I know it comes down to how well we can keep commentary going in those kind of videos. Oh, troll, I don't really feel like dealing with you. I don't really feel like dealing with Spawner either. Oh, a deer hide pretty good in here. What else is a good thing to discuss? Other videos for YouTube specifically, I want to try and keep the more simple games. Like this is a fun game. It's good both as it is and as a live streamer. Minecraft is obviously good both ways, depending on what you're doing. Right now, me and Atlas have a very fond liking to playing Warhammer 3, especially with the new unit update that just came out. Fairly well balanced in my opinion, as far as that goes, or as my opinion goes. What other stuff? I wanted to start an Oni series, or Oxygen Not Included. I've kind of scrapped that, and I'm thinking swapping it with Enlisted. The Steam version of Enlisted. So that way there's no confusion on that. I'm not sure if they play on the same platforms and system stuff. Good fun game either way. Troll caves everywhere over here. This is a good island. I didn't even realize how big our land was. Like, are we actually in an inland sea? Because that's what that feels like. This right here feels like an inland sea. What else did I have over here? 7 days. I do want to get back into 7 days, but I wanted to figure out why I couldn't record, or why it wasn't going through on the YouTube uploads. I feel like something may have corrupted, so in that regard, I would probably start that series from complete scratch. Valhiem is a nice game where it's better to, when you put it down, you just pick up where you originally left off. I feel like that's the best way to do it, because starting over completely is kind of, it's kind of rough. It really is. What I'd like to have for Valheim is the ability for people who play on different consoles to share saves. Oh goodness. Good whack. Anything in here? Nope, it's all upstairs. Anybody else up here? Nope, but a good plot to have as like a fun. Actually, this is a decently sized tower too. This is actually a fairly good tower. I wish those would have better chances for chests and stuff. Goofy fog. So we went back into meadows. Well, that's not what I want to deal with. I want to go get cert cores. Our inventory is kind of filling up, but I don't care for the heads. I have far too many. Bone isn't really that useful. And the great orphies aren't particularly useful either. This world seems to have quite the issue with having... Oh, that's a good chunk of you guys. Oh, my farming skill go up. There we go. Don't care for any of that. Ooh, it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain soon. Let's see if we can find another dungeon. Or crypt. Nope, this swaps down into a forest again. I can't see anything because of glare. Well, that looks like a good way to confuse the enemies. Oh, that's a star shaman. Have fun, gents. It is. It's just an inland sea. Quite disappointing. So I think that's our current bottleneck, is this world doesn't have good dungeon spawn. Which is fine. Although there's a skelly here, which means there's something nearby. Oh, perfect. Actually, should I... Yeah, I'm gonna get us a torch. You, sir, are fine. Oh, that's right, I threw out all the resin. Oh. Perfect. Oh good, there's a few of them. Excellent. Don't need that, don't care for that. One torch. And we can toss the rest of this out. That one was nice. It's right there at the front. Excellent. And behind the next door. Skellies aren't too much of an issue. Starting to get weighed down by all the bone, though. Is there a reason to have more than a stack of bone? Nowhere. Ow. Ow. Oh god, that really hurt. That hurt a lot. That needs a shield. That hurt. I'm gonna break that door real quick. Gotta say regen, please. Ooh. Interesting. Ow, I don't have silver. Oh! Rancid. Ow. Where did that come from? Guess we're punching stuff to death. Ow. That's not helpful. Ah, there's another one of them. Excellent. Sweet. Anything else? Doesn't seem like it. Where is this? Oh dear, that's the closest one. That's ages away. On the bright side, we have accumulated everything that I was going for. Now, I still hear a skeleton. But it must be outside. It would have to be. Given my weapon is almost dead, we're gonna head on out. It's a good money run. What is that? That's 100. No, that's. Yeah, 100 total. There's a troll out here. Or the troll attack everything else. Ooh, carrots. Those are good. That skeleton got squished. I said nothing should be chasing me. Did we mine all of this? I don't remember mining all of that. Oh, there's one. Nope, that was world save. Oh, Satisfactory. I did want to start a Satisfactory series. That will definitely be a solo playthrough. Mostly acting as more of like a occasional video, not as a scheduling video, more like as like a weekly update or podcast style video that me and Atlas are. I've thrown around a couple of times. I won't say we're discussing. We've thrown it around a couple of times. Again, Warhammer 3 live stream style might take that over simply just because we're having a lot of fun with that right now, and it's a good game to just discuss random things. As usual, we want to try and just keep it up organic. We want... Excuse me. we want to try and keep, for the most part, some sense of what's the word I'm looking for? We just want a more organic feel with it. We want to have fun without having our viewers expect certain content all the time. Like, we want some flow with it. We want some flux. We want the ability to go, hey, this video is not coming out for X reason, and it just be like, okay. Not that we necessarily have anything going in that direction right now. I know he, starting his new job, is having a bit of scheduling conflicts with his own stuff. It happens when this isn't your full-time job. And personally, as much as I would like to turn this into something like that, I think it's better for it to be more of like a fun hobby than an actual job. Look at what most of your major content producers are doing. Many of them are starting to come through with allegations of this or that, not helpful. YouTube's system for managing all of that is, quite frankly, bad. I personally see that YouTube is probably getting ready to die off in the next foreseeable time. And I do mean that with sincerity. I don't mean to throw that around in like an anger or I just dislike something that they're doing. I fully see that YouTube is having an issue, and it is. But like everything, it comes and goes. This might be something that comes and goes. They could be doing fine. All I know is YouTube will probably survive whatever downfall occurs and come out a little bit stronger, maybe even better. Maybe this might be the encouraging change that it needs. But I do have to state, I think that YouTube does have some flaws in its current system. I guess the head should have gone there, but whatever. As far as other things go, this bed needs to be moved. As far as everything else going, we're pretty much right on track. We're worried about where I expected to be. Nothing has happened one way or the other too drastically. Yeah, there's been some longer breaks than what I would have wanted or would have liked to have had. But again, life happens, it's out of my control. I can't always have 100% on everything, and even the most skilled YouTubers, yeah, they have less likelihood of it occurring, but it still happens. Sometimes a video doesn't get out. And it happens. There's nothing necessarily wrong with that. There's nothing inherently bad. There's a lot of room for improvement. And that improvement comes when both you as the viewer and me as the creator can confidently continue working together. Honestly, that's the best thing about YouTube. Your community can be like, hey, try this, this might be what you need. Or, hey, this isn't what we want to see, and we'll go from there. Which is why I like to ask you guys' opinions. Am I necessarily going to follow it? No, but it gets me an idea of what my current viewers want to see, what they're kind of expecting to see, what they would like to see in the future. And that's all the goal is. Have a future with this channel. Obviously, I want to do some build projects. We'll finish this, then I'll start the house over there. I think this is an inland sea. I've said that several times. It's starting to strike me that way. There might be an opening way over there. But according to the map, I'm thinking this is a whole island. I think this cuts off somewhere like down in here. I don't need that skull anymore. It looks like I'm gonna have to flatten out this land a bit, because I don't want it rolling down the hill all the time. Oh, flint. Other things that would be nice to either adjust or change for the future would be a better setup. I feel like my setup isn't quite where I want it to be. In fact, I would definitely say it's not where I want it to be. It's not ideal where it is, given my living scenario. I'm not going to elaborate on that any farther. But, again, things change in time, things will get better. Now that we got that good. Excellent. Prefer it that way anyway. So, with everything going on, I'm going to move this, and this, and those. With everything going on, I would like to try to both improve what you guys want to see, as far as just about everything. Doesn't necessarily have to be like the best thing that you can come up with. It doesn't have... Fuck. That's definitely not what I wanted to do. Dang it. Good example of things not panning out. That right there. Well, that one was mostly because I'm terrible with buttons. Shift is the snap one I want. Oh, is that what's not working in here? Is those the torches? Ah, I was wondering why it was a bit dark in here. Excellent. Light should be good in here for now. And I actually would like to bring these Actually, I want those outside, to be honest, so... all this other miscellaneous can go in here. I do need more of that. I do know I'm not collecting a lot of the honey. Mostly because I don't see any real reason to have more honey. I do want 3 of these out here. It's not like it's going to affect them in too big of a scenario. Throw some raw metals in there. Throw that in there. Any extra wood can go right in there. Just like that. It's good. Let's see, if I remember correctly, now this house is getting rather cramped. I am going to demolish that because, like I said, it's not serving a purpose at this time. That is actually doing really well. Oh, I do need coal. So, coal, stone, and copper. Well, we have that. Tin's giving us a bit more. We'll have to grab some wood on... I just need 1 wood, I think. Exactly, I need 1 wood. Stone. I don't think I had enough stone. No, I do have enough stone. With this, we have advanced to metal. What is this? Mead kettle? What does this take? This is new. I haven't seen this yet. What is this? Tin, copper, and other scraps. Well, that's easy enough. What else am I doing? Ah, yes. Crafting of bronze. But we also have this. So with that we can do... I want to know what this is. This seems like a potion thing. Did they change the potions? I don't remember this. But we managed to do our goal today. We've got the forge. We've got smelting. I think that's a good spot for this episode, ladies and gents. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.